Hi, this is Mark with Abenity. In this screencast, I'm going to show you the new member import in the back office. So here it is. I have it pulled up. So you can still find it the same way, the Upload Members button on the left. There's a new interface that you'll see here. There's a new button that will allow you to view your history and see who has uploaded member imports and when, their status, and how many records or members were in the file. Down at the bottom of the page, you'll see very similar technical requirements as before. There are a couple of updates. The first column for the user ID is no longer used. It caused a lot of confusion among admins, and I think it'll just be best without it. I've also removed the position field for simplicity. There are also updated example CSV files and Excel files. So I'll just get right into it here with the new import. You'll see here also I have a warning message so that people understand that it's a new process and there are new fields. So I'm just going to start by submitting the import, and you'll see an error message because I've selected no file. So you can see that here. So I have a file here that matches the new format. These first two rows are existing members, and the third is a new one. And I just changed it here so the country is going to actually say Canada, and this will allow me to show you a new error checking feature. So there's two new fields here, a temporary password that can be used to be assigned to new members only, and that will also be included in a new member welcome email, assuming this first checkbox is checked. And these other fields are all the same. If the password's too short, which I'll show you an example of right here, you'll get an error message. So you'll see here, temporary password must be 6 to 15 characters of these types of characters. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed. I'll choose my file. I'll click to send a welcome email. I'll do a valid password. And I'm going to change my notification email to actually be a different email. This is pre-populated based on the user who signed in. I'll upload the file, and then I'll go to a kind of waiting screen while the file is being validated. This could take some time depending on the file. It happens in the background, so if the person leaves the page, they can actually come back later and get to this same page. The way it works is every 5 seconds it checks the server to see if the file's been validated, and if it has, it moves on to this step here. So you can see that it was validated. It shows me the settings I selected, and then down here it shows you a preview of what will happen. So in this case, two profiles will be updated and one will be ignored because of errors. And you can see down here that on line 4 there's an error with the zip code. It's an invalid postal code. Well, it's invalid because I said that the country was Canada and this is a US zip code. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to be United States. I'll save that file, and I'm going to cancel this import. Okay, and then I come back to a new import. So I've saved the file, so I'll just upload again. I want to make sure and send a welcome email. I'm going to set a temp password, and I'm just going to change this to show you how it can be changed. You don't really need to do that. And I'll go ahead and upload the file again. It's validating it, checking those zip codes and usernames and everything. Make sure all the data is formatted correctly. And here we go. No errors found. One should be added. 2 profiles updated. I should get a welcome email sent to new members. So I'm going to go ahead and click Complete Import. Now This will also, again, take some time. This will pull the server every 5 seconds and ask the server if it's complete or not. And when it's done, it'll proceed. And here it is. It's done. 1 member was added and 2 were updated. Now if I go to my email, I'll check my email here. So here is a notification email that was sent to Webmaster at Abenity, just as I asked it to. You can see here the settings that I selected. So this is actually incorrect. It should say yes there. You can see the temporary password. You can see some information about it, how many profiles already existed in the database, how many were found in the file that I uploaded, how many were updated, and how many were left alone. And then down here, the results of the import. 1 was added and 2 were updated. Now, I'll show you the welcome email from a previously sent import, not this one. But you can see here it's a welcome email, and the temporary password that I entered for that time has showed up here. So that's pretty much it. That is the new member import. The biggest new features are the ability to set the temporary password for new members, and the fact that there are these intermediate steps so that if you close your browser, you don't lose the process, and you won't get hung up on a white screen, which was an issue before. And again, another new feature is this history to see what's been done recently. And just one last reminder, these 2 columns have been eliminated. And so that's about it. I hope our members, our admins, really get some good use out of this, and I hope that you're able to assist them based on this walkthrough.